Welcome to this edition of Trivia States Nicknames on Can I Quiz? How this is going to work. First, we're going to show you a picture of a state like this. And then, to blurt it out, we want the state and the nickname. So in this case, you would yell, Florida, the Sunshine State. Okay, guys, I won't make the yelling mandatory, but there's two answers here, the state and the nickname. 1 point for each, which means you got a total of 100. Can you get them all? You've already got 2. Number 1, I need the state and the state's nickname. That's right. This is California, known as the Golden State. And a fun fact, it happens to have the world's tallest tree. It's 380 feet, and they won't tell you where it's at to keep it from being harmed. And number 2, I need the state and the nickname. This is, in fact, Pennsylvania, and it is known as the Keystone State. Your fun fact, it has long been reported that Betsy Ross sewn the first U.S. flag in Philadelphia, PA, but not without controversy. Number 3, give us the state and the nickname. This is Alabama, known as the Yellowhammer State. Yellowhammer is a reference to the Alabama Civil War soldiers that had yellow trim around their coats. And it's also the state bird. Number 4, the state and the nickname. That's right, this is Missouri, also known as the Show Me State. Ironically, from a train conductor to a politician, they can't seem to agree why it's called that. However, here's their seal with 2 grizzly bears in it, but guess what doesn't live in Missouri? I'm sorry, guys. You're going to have to show me. And number 5, state the nickname. You guys know this one is Alaska. Known as the last frontier, interesting facts, has the tallest mountain range, the Denali. It also has more coastline than all other states combined. Guess what, Missouri? Grizzly bears do live here. Number 6. We need the state and the nickname. This is North Dakota, also known as the Peace Garden State. And it is home to the Badlands National Park. Also grows more sunflowers than, well, any other state. Number 7. Looking for that state and the nickname. This one is Idaho, also known as the Gem State. Fun fact, they're known for potatoes, but they have the Grand Canyon beat with Hell's Canyon. It's deeper, and Shoshone Falls, 36 feet taller than, guess what? Niagara Falls, a wonder of the world. And number 8 is this state. Do you know it? And its nickname. This is Illinois, the Prairie State. It's known as the Prairie State because when the West was being settled, they had 22 million acres of grassland. It's also known for the world's first skyscraper, which was built in Chicago. Number 9. What state is this? And its nickname. This is Virginia, known as the Old Dominion. And an interesting fact about Virginia is it's the mother of all presidents. A picture of the White House for you because there was 8 presidents born in Virginia. Number 10, looking for this state's nickname. And what state is it? Well, this is Michigan, known as the Great Lakes State. Interesting facts, the longest freshwater coastline because it borders 4 or 5 Great Lakes. Number 11, give us the state and the state's nickname. This is the Mountain State of West Virginia. Some interesting facts. It is the first Mother's Day in Grafton, West Virginia of 1908 because Anna Jarvis lobbied for it very hard. Also the first state to issue a sales tax. Number 12. That state is It's Mississippi, the Magnolia State. Look at this beautiful magnolia tree. And it's famous for the birthplace of the blues, and it should be, with guys like Muddy Waters, B.B. King, and Elvis Presley hailing from there. Number 13. This state looks familiar. Well, it's Tennessee, the volunteer state. And just like Mississippi, it's got a musical background, but it also got the world's largest underground lake. All right, we're on to number 14, the state and its nickname. This is North Carolina, the Tar Heel state. Also, pretty big brag, Wright brothers, first successful man-powered flight in 1903. Also, the country's largest producer of sweet potatoes. Number 15, I need the state and the nickname. That's right, this is Minnesota, the North Star state, and it's famous for the most northern point in the 48 states. It's got 14,000 lakes, and it's also the creator of the Post-it note. All right, number 16, the state and the nickname. Yeah, that's Vegas, all right, guys. That's Nevada, the Silver State, and we know what they're famous for. Good old Las Vegas. But they also have Area 51, Hoover Dam, Lake Tahoe, and really interesting, over 80% of it is government owned. Number 17, the state and the nickname. That's right, this one is Ohio. And it's the Buckeye State. This is a great football state and Hall of Fames, NFL Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Oh, and the Wright brothers. They're from Dayton, Ohio. And now we're on to number 18. Give me the state. It's Nebraska. It's the Cornhusker State. And interesting facts, it's home of the Reuben sandwich, one of my favorites. And Arbor Day started here, over 1 million trees planted in 1872. Number 19. You know I need the state and the nickname. This is Maine, also known as the Pine Tree State. And the fun fact, 90% of the nation's lobster supply comes from Maine. And it's the first state in the Union that gets to see the sun come up. Number 20, the state and the nickname. That's right, this one is South Carolina, known as the Palmetto State. The name comes from its state tree, the sable palmetto. Hey, it's known for contributing to a big revolutionary battle at Fort Moultrie, where it absorbed the British cannonballs. Number 21, this state and its nickname. This little state is Delaware. Only got 3 counties. It's known as the first state, and that's pretty easy to figure out. It was the first state to join the Union, and guess what? The state bird, there actually is such a thing as blue chickens. I'm from the part of the country that has white ones. Number 22, and you know the questions. This is, in fact, Connecticut. The name's bigger than the state. It's known as the Constitution State. And their claim to fame is 1900, the first hamburger. Hey, also the Frisbee, the can opener, and a big involvement in the writing of the Constitution. Number 23. Do you know this one? It's Maryland, also known as the Old Line State. And some interesting facts. The Star-Spangled Banner was the inspiration and written here in 1814. And the state sport is jousting. Number 24. This one looks like pretty easy. That's right, that's Texas, guys. The nickname, the Lone Star State. And it's famous for a lot of people. We're going to rattle them off here in a second. But hey, it's also larger than any country in Europe. Nelson, Wilson, Beyonce, Bush, Patrick Swayze, and Mark Cuban, the billionaire. That's a list. Hey, guys, we met the halfway point. Number 25. Yeah, this one, how easy can you make it? This is Hawaii, the Aloha State. This is the only U.S. state that makes their own coffee, Kona coffee. and has almost 10 million visitors every year. That's a lot of airfare. Number 26. This is New Jersey, the Garden State. First baseball game was played in Hoboken, New Jersey, also where they made those awesome cakes. Thomas Edison perfected the phonograph and the light bulb here. Moving on to number 27. It looks like a square. It's Wyoming, known as the Equality State. The reason it's the Equality State is because it was the first state to give women a right to vote. It's got Yellowstone National Park. That's a big brag. Number 28. This is Montana, known as the Treasure State. They found a lot of gems, silver, gold, everything there. Hey, Missouri, largest grizzly population in the lower 48. Grizzly bears do live there. Fourth largest state in the union. And if you put Big Sky Country, give yourself half a point. That's also a nickname. Number 29. Just a rectangle. It's Kansas, and it's known as the Sunflower State. Hope you got that one right. There's some beautiful sunflowers for you. Dodge City gets title for windiest city. I always thought it was Chicago myself. And then there's the first, Pizza Hut and White Castle. Number 30. You got it. It's Louisiana. And it's the Pelican State. Got a lot of those running around down there, or flying. All right, guys, that looks like a riverboat paddle. It's home to the Mardi Gras, 1837, because it was originally in another state, and the birthplace of jazz music. Number 31. Do you know this one? It's New Mexico, the land of enchantment because of its rich cultural history. World's largest hot air balloon festival in Albuquerque, and the first atomic bomb site, Trinity, in 1945. Number 32. The state is Vermont, also known as the Green Mountain State because of its French interpretation. Also the leading producer of maple syrup in the U.S. and Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Lots of ski resorts. Number 33. This is the state of Wisconsin, and it's known as the Badger State, but it's got some other things besides those awesome football teams up there. We have top cheesemakers in the nation and the birthplace of the ice cream sundae. Oh, I like this state. Number 34. I've seen this state before. It's Arizona. Yeah, it's the Grand Canyon State. And a couple interesting facts. You have a wonder of the world, the Grand Canyon, and it's illegal to cut down the saguaro cactus even if it's on private property. On to number 35. I need the state and the nickname. Well, this state is South Dakota. It's called the Mount Rushmore State. Take a big guess, because it has Mount Rushmore, also Crazy Horse, which is an awesome sculpture into the mountain, and every year hosts the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. I'll need the state and the nickname of number 36. That's right, it's Iowa, the Hawkeye State. Couple interesting facts. It's the birthplace of, you guessed it, sliced bread and the electronic digital computer. It's also the only state that an East and West River make up its east and west borders. Number 37. Do you recognize this one? That's right. This one is Kentucky, the Bluegrass State, but known for so much more. Let's see if we can get through it. Bluegrass, the Kentucky Derby. They make 95% of the world's bourbon whiskey supply. Mammoth Caves, which is the longest caves out there, the Happy Birthday song, the Louisville Slugger Factory. Oh, and I didn't even get to write down Corvettes at Bowling Green. Number 38. The state and the nickname, please. This is Arkansas, the natural state, and it's got a lot of beauty between mountains and rivers and lakes and all that. But here at Crater Diamond State Park, the only state that's created diamonds, you get to go here and keep what you find. It's about 37 acres of turned up land, and you might find a diamond. There's been several over 5 carats. Number 39. Guys, don't miss this one. I'll be upset. That's right. We already did this one. It's Florida, the Sunshine State. It's the one we did at the beginning. Now, something interesting. Only place where alligators and crocodiles coexist in the U.S. And Florida has the most golf courses than any other state. Number 40. I need the state and the nickname. This one is Colorado, the Centennial State. Also, the only place you're going to stand in 4 states at once, where 4 corners meet. Also, it's Centennial because they signed it exactly 100 years after the Declaration of Independence was signed. Number 41. I will need the state and the nickname. This one is Oregon, also known as the Beaver State. The fur trade was big back in the day. Also, Crater Lake, the deepest lake in the U.S., created by a volcano. Hazelnut, biggest producer, 99% of them come from Oregon, and Nike was created here. Number 42, the state and the nickname. That's right, this is New Hampshire, also known as the Granite State. Alan Shepard, the first man into space, comes from here. And it's also the only state with no state income or sales tax. Pack our bags. Number 43, the state and its nickname. This is New York, the Empire State. Interesting facts. The Statue of Liberty is here in New York. It's also the first U.S. capital, and Niagara Falls attracts 9 million visitors a year. Number 44, the state and its nickname. This is Georgia, also known as the Peach State. Coca-Cola was invented here. It's become known as the Hollywood of the South because of all the TV shows. And MLK Jr. was born in Atlanta. Number 45, the state and the nickname. This is Utah, known as the Beehive State. Nice picture of the Bonneville Salt Flats there, where World Speed Racing takes place. Also, the Salt Lake is 10 times saltier than the ocean, and the dinosaur fossil beds, abundant in Utah. Number 46. The state is, and its nickname, Massachusetts, the Bay State. 1620 Plymouth Rock. The first Thanksgiving happened in 1621, and it's the birthplace of basketball and volleyball, 1891, 1895. Number 47, what state and its nickname? This is Washington State, the Evergreen State, and it is the only state named after a president. It's also the first Starbucks opened up here and has the longest floating bridge in the world. Number 48. This is a little state. It's known as Rhode Island, the Ocean State. Ocean plays a big part in its economy with the boating and fishery, even though it's the smallest state in the Union. The birthplace of religious freedom. Long story, look it up. And if you're there, don't forget to try the coffee milk. Number 49, the state and the nickname. That's right, guys. This one here is Oklahoma, the Sooner State. Sooners were land grabbers that showed up earlier than legally allowed to scope out the best pieces of land. Also, tornado capital of the world and more man-made lakes than anywhere else. Over 200. Number 50. You've made it this far. It's Indiana, the Hoosier State. A town called Wabash in Indiana was the first city to have electric streetlights. Hooray! Also, the Indy 500 comes from here, and Michael Jackson and his family were born and raised in Gary, Indiana. Hey guys, just a couple questions. I'm real curious how you did. Please comment down below. Did you learn anything at the very least? I sure hope so. Hey, don't forget to like or subscribe. If you do that, then my promise to you is to make more of these videos so you can enjoy some trivia. Hey, I hope you guys have a great day, and please let me know.